Baie goeiemiddag, a very good afternoon en Mulweni. Uit 'n koue Parel en uit 'n koue Kaapstad, maar uit 'n baie mooi stuk land kom ek nou live saam met u hier op ons Facebook. It's a very cold yet stunning place. I'm coming to you live, in actual fact, from a beautiful farm estate in Paarl. So no matter the weather, when you look where you are, you can see God's grace. And it's a privilege to be with you at this 2 o'clock Promise Live. Cherise Kotze, good day. I'm going to greet a couple. William Edward, very welcome. Maureen Rousseau, goeiemiddag. Baie dankie dat julle ons join. Marna, goed om jou te sien. Ek gaan nou nie almal groet nie. I'm not going to greet everybody, but when we get to about 200 people on this live, I can just do my announcement. So let's build it up. Share quickly for me, if you can, to as many people as you can, because what we're going to talk about today in this quick 15 or 20 minutes is very important. Joanne Netung, very welcome. Johnny, goed om te sien. Our admin people at UIM is on board. Ria, Maudie Rousseau en Rina, baie welkom hier by ons. Middag. Marina, jy is maar net 'n absolute rots. En ek gaan nog 'n koffie met jou praat, want jy's darem 'n fantastiese mens in ons groep, en baie dankie dat jy ons altyd promoveer. Rashida, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to you. Abeline Dillon. Liz, yeah, it's good to see you all. No, it's been a long journey. 5 months where I was in hospital. So in the past 2 weeks, it's absolutely brilliant just to get back. Just to be able to have a cup of tea and a cup of coffee and be able to get out of that illness and that sickness and be able to be back where I belong. En dit is tussen die mense. Ek dink in die afgelope 2 weke waar ek kon terugwees, was dit maar hot, is 'n warm sitplek om terug te wees in die raad en in die mynlyn van politiek. Maar dit is waar ek behoort, en dit is waar ek 'n godskeuse gemaak het om by u te wees. Jacques, hallo, ons SG is hierso. Goed om jou te sien, goed om die mense te sien. Ons is so 81 nou. Jo, ons het vinnig gespring. So ons is amper by waar ons moet wees, dat ek vir u kan vertel net waaroor hierdie ding gaan. And I would love to, Marius, Lawrence, baie goed om jou te sien, Lindy, Elise, baie mense, Glenda, good to see you, Fabian, good to see you. Ons is nou op 198, so op 200, daar sy, there we are. I am coming to you today as the president of the UIM, in specifically a media statement that we gave out today, and in specific, an incident that took place last week. And I see everybody has an opinion. Those people that don't like the UIM quickly jumped and spread rumors, voice notes, and I'm very disappointed, because I wonder if you really think that the UIM is unprofessional and not organized, and that we cannot deal with incidents that are thrown to us as curveballs or matters of party discipline, where we've got structures in place. And I wonder if you thought that when something happens, that when we react, that we don't have the right people. Well, you are wrong, because we do everything in writing. If we send a WhatsApp, we take a screenshot, we see when the message was read, we record when messages are done, we send letters on policy. We are a fully fledged political party. So I'm disappointed in people that went into public social media and told and said things like, we are now, if you vote for the UIM, you vote for the ANC. What a utter lot of rubbish. And that ends today. Dit eindig vandag. because the party policy, and as you've noted in the past year, we have in actual fact fought in the lines against the ANC and blatantly the EFF. So where you get the audacity to now say, without evidence, that the UIM endorses and elects to stand with the ANC, you are ignorant and liable. So here is what happened, piece by piece, record this and spread it. On the date of the election and a so-called calling of vote of no confidence against the DA Speaker, Mr. Vasco da Gama. In the morning, if I'm clear, it was the 31st of August, the highest echelon, die hoogste lid, maak maar julle eie mind op wie dit is, en dit was Helen Zille, personally called me that morning, where the vote of no confidence against their speaker was going to be lodged. I received a telephonic call from Helen, who leads the council of the DA. As you know, we are in a coalition agreement with the DA and its group in Johannesburg Metro Council. En by nou moet julle weet, as ek my woord gee, dan staan ek by my woord. Want hoekom gee jy jou woord in die eerste blyplek? There is nothing that will allow the UIM as a political party to break the agreement which I signed and sealed with Helen in the Johannesburg Metro Council. I will never break it. And those who know me know I will not allow it. Because we made that agreement. It doesn't mean we are owned by the DA. It doesn't mean that we are abounded with honor and with absolute loyalty to all the decisions that the DA take, but we honor the coalition. That is our honor, because it's against the DA, against the ANC, that we vote. Anything but them. But what happened after my call with Helen is I sent a on-record WhatsApp, afterwards followed by my Secretary General on record, to our councillor, Mr. Kevin Reddy, in the Joburg Metro Council, and the wording was very clear, verbatim, word for word, in writing, that the party has decided, this is now the UIM, that we will vote with the DA to stop the vote of no confidence. This is on record. This was sent. For those that use WhatsApp, you know it's on record. So number one, I agreed with Helen. Number two, I sent the instruction of the party to the councillor. And number three, we monitored what the reaction was. These are facts in writing and can be proved, shown in any court of law. And we are so eager to do that. What then happened, undeniably and undisputed, is that the councillor of the UIM took his own initiative and, in a matter of being rogue, turned around and voted against the party policy. Now, this is something which made the UIM and its executive undeniably mad. Crazy. Because it went against direct party instructions. Now, we cannot control human beings. If we could, there would be no crime in this country. But what is more important is the actions that are taken by the UIM, its secretariat, and its executive to with immediate effect start the process as of last week Friday for the removal of this councillor to represent the United Independent Movement. Want wragtig, hy sal nie saam met my in 'n party wees nadat hy gedoen het wat hy. Now he can do what he wants. But we will not accept that any individual who promulgates and is under the Constitution, the policies and the manifesto of the UIM, that it ignores party policy or party instruction. This is the norm. Wat ek vir u nou sê is nie abnormaal nie. Mense doen goed wat verkeerd is en daar is reëls wat dan volg. So I want to make it very clear, and you can share this, that the UIM experienced a rogue member who took a decision against a written, and I can remember it was 11:59 on my WhatsApp, that I actually executed the instruction that we vote with the coalition against the vote of no confidence. I am upset with the DA for taking a cheap shot and publicizing that the UIM betrayed the DA in council. I will understand if they said that an individual, the councillor, took it upon himself, but they have now brushed the UIM with that coating. I will take it on the chin. I am man enough, and we are big enough to accept when people are wrong. As a leader of the United Independent Movement, who was shockingly informed of this betrayal by a councillor, I take it on me. I take it as my responsibility. Although I absolutely sent the instruction to ensure that we keep to our word, that was broken. Now, the difference between me and Cyril Eksukom Ramaphosa is I will apologize and I will take responsibility for whatever happens in my political party whilst I am the president. I am an honorable man. Ek is 'n eerbare mens. Na 5 maande van beklei teen die dood, is ek nog steeds terug. Is ek nog steeds 100% op dieselfde bladsy om die ANC en die EFF en daai kabal te verwyder uit hierdie land uit. En nooit sal ek teruggaan op my woord nie, ook nie Fatima Abdul nie Jacques Taljaard nie Cindy nie Marleysay, niemand, Zenda, nie Monja, nie Cherise, nie Steven, nie Kali, nie Eugene, nie een van ons executive en leierskap sal ooit toelaat, en al gaan hulle teen my, wat reg sal wees, as ek besluit om hierdie party te dryf, om die ANC te ondersteun nie. Dit is loutere rubbish. En enige persoon, any person, that writes and subscribes and becomes a member of the UIM, you must know that without fear or without favor, you will be removed if you transgress party policy, if you transgress the rules. I seem upset because it's my name. I seem upset because so many of you love us. So many of you are proud of us. And so many of you support us. It's a slap in our face. Dis 'n klap in ons gesig. It questions our honor. And that's one thing you won't do, is you won't take our honor and our legendary, known, factual truth into disregard. We will not be a party that is willing to sell out. Yes, politics is a different game. There are times that we vote in council where we vote and it is the same as all the other parties that decide that they want to vote the same. I want to make it very clear. The UIM has 3 councillors, one now to be factually replaced, and the decisions we take in Cape Town, Joburg and Durban, we take it according to the policies of the UIM. And if the other parties agree, so be it. What happened in Johannesburg is an absolute wrong, and we will right it. I wish to, though, apologize as the President that we let this happen. I wish to profoundly also apologize to the coalition in Johannesburg. This was not expected, and this was definitely not endorsed. Proof of such, we already sent out to the leading coalition partner, the DA. Again, you can be very safe to know, and I'm never going to address this again, that we, the UIM, stand for a truthful, respectful new government, not under the African National Congress. We are fighting too much. We are standing up in every side, and that should be evident enough. For those of you who have supported us and over the weekend had to bear all this media, all this attack, my humble apology. But you can now see that we've been working, because this must be done legally. This, in actual fact, must be done super proper, so that we cross those T's and dot those I's correctly. Because that's how a party that prides itself on making sure that we do the right thing will react. I want to thank, in specific and not only, our Secretary General Jacques Taljaard, who has had to deal with this administrative onslaught and with this matter very meticulously. Jacques, vir al jou werk oor die naweek en laasweek en vandag, baie dankie. Jy's 'n ware leier. To our Vice President, Fatima, who has stood with us, who has backed us in this and supported, and to our total executive, thank you. Thank you for coming together, and thank you for believing in us. No one will take away the God's mandate that we've been given. No one will take away that guiding light of doing the right thing. But more than that, no one will want to disappoint our thousands, yes, thousands of supporters who believe in the UIM. We are the wolf among sheep. We are taking that process on, and we are in the process with Metro Council Joburg and UIM for the removal of such councillor. I want to thank you today for giving me the time. I know it is unexpected, and with so many, nearly 500 people just coming on live, please share this the minute that this is done. If you have any other further inquiry, just email us. Just let us know, and we will answer that without a doubt. Ons is nie hier om enige iets te doen wat verkeerd is nie. Maar as dit gebeur, moet ons opstaan soos 'n volwassene en ons moet verantwoordelikheid vat. Thank you very much for joining us. Please spread the word. Please stand up now that you know the truth. Certain people that made voice notes and spread it must now swallow their pride. We are not going to go and open legal cases of criminal injuria and etc. We know what our focus is, and we are focusing on 2024. That's what we are focused on. All the rest is just minority and small yapping. And thank you for sending us the words of support and the words of protection so that we can go on like we always do. Mag die Here julle seën. Dis 'n maandag, dis 'n Dis 'n mooi maandag, in die Kaap is dit 'n krisp vars maandag soos winter, en die res van die land, mag die Here julle bewaar, mag hy saam met julle stap hierdie week, sodat ons weer eens tot sy genade kan wees. May God bless you and walk with you this week, and let us get through this week as a UIM family, as a nation, and as a country. And may God bless you, and may God bless this Republic of South Africa. Thank you.